As we are with Pamela Rochard. I've been here. Is it Pamela Rochard Philip or
Pamela Philip Rochard?
Pamela Philip Rochard. This is a lady that is very instrumental in the function of the MCC, and the abbreviation stands for
Morvant Central Community Council.
And what function, what title do you have?
I am the Vice President.
Okay. Ms. Rochard, maybe people need to know a little of your background, seeing that you have this important function for Morvant.
Well, my background is the very house where I sit. I was born here.
Okay.
I grew here. I attended Morvant Anglican School, won a scholarship to Bishop Anstey High School, spent 7 years there, became a school teacher, and taught for 40 years.
Whoa.
Until I retired 8 years ago.
So you had plenty to run along the way, teaching all 40 years?
That's right.
Okay. And I guess you must love children. Was it primary school, high school?
I did 8 years of primary and 32 years of secondary.
Okay. Based on this image of Morvant, what is the function right now as the Morvant Central Community Council, and in terms of the community center?
Well, as far as everybody has seen, we have been abandoned. In 2014, the last government began the community center. The sword was turned by Gypsy, Winston Peters.
And the last government was that UNC?
That's the PP government.
Okay.
And they started it in 2014. Completion date was supposed to be 8 months after.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay.
We are now in 2017.
Okay.
We, the members, we, the executive of the Community Council, we wrote a letter to the Prime Minister expressing our concern because nothing seems to be done or being done at that site. We know that he got the letter because our MP said that he had been called to have some kind of sit down with the Prime Minister. So we know that he received the letter.
And I felt good when my sister told me that here's Pamela Rochard on TV, come. You know? And I felt good because of the fact that I find you need stronger representation because this is nonsense that's going on with this delay at the community center. And I want to know what drive you guys, what process, you know, like, is that through the letter?
Aldwyn, we have tried to be patient.
Patience don't work sometimes.
We have tried to be patient. Don't we reach the stage just? We went to Dr. Dolly already. We sought an audience with her. We went to her office. We spoke with her. This is not something that just jumped up and happened. We want some action. Therefore, we are writing a letter to the Prime Minister, who promised that he will never leave us out. Who made that promise?
Good up with.
I endorse this.
I think he lived up here too.
He lived all over in Morvant. Yeah?
Okay.
And then he went back to Tobago by his grandparents. So he was living over with his mother in Dinner because we take coconut drive. He stand up and he wouldn't talk that. He thought He says that Morvant is near and dear to his heart. He said it. He said that he will never ignore Lavantilli's Morvant again. PNM has never lost an election in this constituency.
And I think that's big, and I think that needs to be said.
When they win by massive majorities. Because Morvant is PNM country. Morvant is PNM
You can't disguise it. You can't disguise it.
So when we were given the opportunity to go on national television, we seized it. I don't know about the others, you know. I seized it. And I said, George, come. You have to talk to. So, we seized the opportunity.
Yeah.
We seized the opportunity. And
It worked.
when I got the body next morning, I was like, oh my word, I called that man one time.
So you get from the office.
We getting down the road for 2 o'clock this afternoon. Khalid Serrat, that's the older Serrat, he called me and said, yeah, it was on TV yesterday. I said, Khalid, I just get up home. I was just calling people, just get down the road, come down the road.
Yeah.
Committee,
Yeah.
committee members,
Yeah.
I say get down the road. And we were very well represented. Yeah. So when the man attempted to lie and say that he was coming here every 2 weeks, that is not true.
All that happened
Yes.
within the meeting there?
Yes, that is not true. We told them that they were vandalizing the place. I said, let me tell you something. The council paid a man $400 to knock back up the galvanized, bought $90 worth of nails. So I say, you owe us $500. Who is going to pay us? And nobody is vandalizing while we were inside of the community center. Somebody said, come on, just come and take up a net and what they waited. So the community center, just as we speak, somebody vandalized, somebody steal it. And just come out and catch him in the galvanized and send him back with it. Fortunately, we were ready and willing to go there to represent ourselves.
Which on site? Or
On
the
site.
community center site?
On site.
Okay, I understand that's a day or two ago.
On Tuesday, the Minister of Community Development was there with her entourage for the permanent steps. The project,
How did that go?
well, that went very well because we have a firm promise that work will start again in 2 weeks and will be completed again in 8 months' time.
8 months. So is that far from completion?
The structure is there, but
The landscaping.
no groundwork, no landscaping. The floors have not been completed, no ceilings. They started electricity. I don't know if the plumbing has gone anywhere. They have gone a long way, but we understand that the contractor has been owed the money for a while. And they said that the money has been passed to pay him what he has been owed and money to complete the project. So, we will still wait. We will.
Well, you will have to see the work going on now. If it's
No,
8 months, what you
The
going?
minister told me that I can call her at any time. I said, you know what you're doing? She says, Pamela, call me at any time. I said, in 2 weeks' time, I will call you.
Yeah. Okay.
You said that you will start in 2 weeks. I will call you in 2 weeks. So that
Yeah, due diligence. Due
we
diligence.
are not going to allow them to just pack up the tools and walk away. So if
It's
people
on
and his cabinet minister said to come and pound some nails, then somebody has to do something. Because they have little groups, little villages with 500 people, and they have state-of-the-art.
Yeah, that's what I was saying yesterday.
State-of-the-art community center, all kind of little group.
What do you think was
and
wrong with
it's
that?
not, they're not even using it. It is not even used.
Okay, let me ask you, because that's another question. Because I was there at one of the meetings where the person from the head office was saying, given the protocol, or when the keys are handed over, you would have light bills and you have to raise your own funds and stuff.
Now, we raised that with the minister when we spoke with Gatsby Dolly, because these contractors have a way of doing the thing and walking away, leaving light bills of all kind of $10,000.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we spoke with her about it. And of course we told her MCCC ain't got no money, right? One of the reasons when we went to her is that there was a talk that they were going to hire people to run the community councils. Hire arbitrary people to run the community councils. So we wanted to find out.
Run overseer.
Run. Not
Not
overseer.
Diane Nicholson.
They were going to hire people.
So what would happen to your
Managers and
committee?
whatever.
What would happen to your committee?
But I guess we would be null and void. We would get a place to hold meetings. We would have to ask for permission to use it.
Room for corruption.
Well, you know, government after government does the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we, of Morvant Central, not having that,
I hope not.
we told the minister that. We told the minister that. We not having that.
Morvant Central have to wake up. The Morvant Central got complacent, I found.
I don't think so. Since we have been involved,
Yeah.
we have not been sitting down. We have not been.
That's
yeah,
last what, 2 years, 3 years?
Two years.
Right, I agree with that. But I'm
We
talking
don't
about,
start.
remember I'm trying things
But
for 20
remember,
years ago.
There was no council for a while, for a long while. But the thing was going behind a community center in
Right,
nothing.
right.
So there was no council. So we are not going to let her. We are not going to let her. Because, as I told the minister, Morvant Community Center was the first community center built by the people of Morvant. My mother and father worked on that community center. Many of our parents, because Morvant people don't move out, very few, we all stay in our community. Because it's a lovely community.
In spite of all
In spite of all the bad press.
Yeah.
No, but the bad press, people who don't know, they can feel free to feel however they want. But we in Morvant, we are comfortable. We are safe. Yeah?
Yeah.
We have real communities. Yeah? So that
They can say what
people can say what they want.
Yeah.
I know how comfortable I am. I know how safe I am. Yeah?
Yeah.
I told the minister, Hazel Manning started doing breakfast in school a couple of years ago. Many years ago, Violet Trimmingham, living right next door to me, Miss Drayton, I'm sure you would have heard that name.
I know that name.
Those people went into the community center every morning and made breakfast so that our children, all the children who could not afford, whose parents were sending them to school without breakfast, could go into the community center and have olive bread and tea.
Yeah.
And they did it without pay. Nobody funded them. They were funded by residents of the community.
People need to know that about Morvant people and stuff, you know. It's kind of sad when I'm hearing these stories to know what I'm working with right now.
Violet Trimmingham died. She died right next door. She's the grandmother of Alan Brathwaite and
Okay.
that's their grandmother.
Sir Cliff and...
Yeah. That's their grandmother. And every morning, she would leave here and get down the road, make breakfast at the street. It was never a big thing, but the children got a hot cup of tea, and then they began to do meals. So you come in and get something to eat, and if you didn't have any money, you could also get something to eat.
But how you get involved in the MCC? Did you see a need? Did you, because sometimes it seemed like a lot of the people with your type of experience and knowledge and even background in education and literature seem shy to step up.
No. I have been involved in
all the time beyond the schooling system.
Been involved. I sang the Synonymous. I was a pillar of the Roman Catholic Church. I sang in Synonymous for years and years and years and years and years.
Okay.
So, I'm born here.
Okay.
So I did it all. When they had all the clubs in the center, ex-pupils and all
right,
that. I belonged to the club. When they started to do
cultural
the village,
yeah.
We singing concerts it was a vibrant, that center was used. I was reminding them, you can't remember how the police used to come and have band concerts. you know, always, you know, in the after you could go and listen to the police band.
Yes,
You
I
know,
remember
they have a
that.
band concert.
I remember that.
But I was involved. I was involved in all the things. I was, when we had a party group, I was secretary of the party group, the P&M party group, years ago with Mr. Best.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, you know, they broke down the community center. And we were agitated even then, to, you know, for them to do something about it. So I got involved in the community council with Ralph Campbell.
Okay.
I got involved
Yeah, I
with
got
Ralph Campbell.
I interviewed Ralph. There's a little disturbing. I just came into some disturbing information. I covered a gentleman, interviewed a gentleman yesterday, and he was from the MCWA. About last time I was here in March, I interviewed Carlos Gomes, and he was adamant in his interview, which didn't go the best with somebody like me, who's aware of what is productive and what is counterproductive. And it seemed, are you aware of the MCWA being functioning now, or trying to function and running in parallel with your group?
I don't have a clue about that. The MCWA was a group that was run many years ago. And Mr. Norbert Irishi was the chairman of that, or president, or whatever you want to call it. And that, the man got old, they all got old, and people either fell away. But those people are, well, Mr. Irishi has been dead for years.
Yeah.
Right? But I can't tell you about people, but I understand human nature.
Okay, Pamela, I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to meet this influential person of the MCCC, who has all this information and who's really willing to stand up. And you know, I feel confident now after meeting you that to make sure Morvant Central and Morvant in whole, you know, utilize this community center, first get it done, completed, and then I feel we kind of in good hands now after meeting you. So I want to thank you for the information, and hope that, you know, we preserve you and make sure you're healthy to hold these keys. I don't think it will be heavy keys, so you can open this door to the community center. All right. So thanks again.
Yes, thank you too for flying that Morvant flag internationally, not just in Canada or in America, but fly it internationally. Because Morvant continues to be a blessed place. Morvant people continue to be blessed. I want everybody who sees, who hears, remember, we are here and we're here to stay. One of the best communities in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, and I like how you say it with conviction, because it is true. It's not again.
You're most welcome.
All right.